Alrighty, well hopefully the audio is fixed today, because if not, I'm gonna be really triggered. So basically what I did, guys, I actually have voice recorder on while recording with Elgato and my webcam, so hopefully I can have a better quality content, you know what I mean. No one wants to play Drop Zone on Seatown. Y'all heard that just now? That was thunder. I'm trying to record a video. I like lighting. Can we please not? This is the same. I don't want to place. No. I got into a Ground War lobby and MW3 in 2018. Why is this a thing? Like, my chances of getting into a lobby on Ground War is ridiculous. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for the support in yesterday's video. It was kind of like, you know, the normal video I usually post. But guys, we are back on the normal videos today while I can't hit any shot worth my while. The streams. What? Well, I got into a game finally that's not infested with dumb crap, a modder, and it's not Drop Zone Z-Town. I said Z-Town. C-Town, Zane. God. Okay, guys, so main topic for today's video is definitely, well, by the title, drugs. So, don't do drugs. First of all, I don't approve of any drug, period at all. Now, depending if it's, like, medication-wise, I mean, that's understanding, yeah, but, if it's not medicated, like, it's not prescribed to you or whatever, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. I've seen it too much of just bad things people do when they have drugs. It's just, yeah, it's not my forte. Now, we're gonna sit there and say, Rasp, like narcotics like weed. Well, weed is classified as a drug. I'm sorry to tell you that, but, you wanna go look it up? Classified as a drug, even if you think it's not. Now, I don't care what you do with that. I don't do it. I'm not a fan of it, but, if it's legal in your state, and, if you're prescribed to it, medically wise, I can understand that. If it's legal in your state, then, go ahead, I guess. I'm still not my cup of tea, so to speak, so, no. And for all younger kids, if you think that, you know, you've seen all your friends doing these drugs and, you know, smoking cigarettes at the end of the age and etc. like that, it's not cool. It's not. I think it's actually dumb and irresponsible of yourself to do that at such a young age. Because what I feel like nowadays in society... You guy just got shit on. Oh my lord. What are you doing? You're ACOG sniping and you're throwing C4! My problem with society nowadays age is that I feel like the fact is that parents are actually doing a horrible job at teaching their kids about, like, what not to do, what not to, like, you know, like it's kind of like people have peer pressure, basically, and they want to, like, they're in high school or whatever school, and they see their friends smoking a blunt or doing drugs, and they're like, oh, I think this is cool. And I feel like parents are just like, hey, this is bad. They don't explain to like their kids why it's bad or what will it do to you or affect you. I think it's a horrible like job. And like same thing with like, I would say like alcohol, so to speak. I feel like parents are like, oh, this is horrible for you and stuff, you should never do it and never touch it, and they don't like actually like take their time to explain it to their son or daughter like what it is and what it will do to you. And I'm not saying alcohol is bad, but I am saying like too much of anything is bad, even video games, doesn't matter what you do. And I'm saying the fact that like if you say for instance you're alcoholic is horrible, and if you don't explain to your kids or your children or whatever that alcohol isn't horrible for you but it's bad and a lot, and if you're not the right age, which is legal in your state, you shouldn't do it. Now if you're in your household, and I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying if you're that person to like say let your son have a little wine for like freaking dinner or something like that, I can understand that. It's fine, you know, that's none of my business. It's in your household, I don't really care. But yeah, no drugs, that's the things that, like oh god, I see people cheating on people. They're like what they do to you, first off, second on, like third off, people get themselves into trouble. Now I can understand like if you have like a correct judgment and then you lose all judgment because of drugs, like there's like stuff like that, like that's one of the risks of like doing drugs. And like you can be addicted, you have addiction to like certain stuff. It's bad. That's a lot of drugs, guys. I'm not gonna like talk about all the drugs. I'm just saying like the ones that you should know of, which I'm not like, I don't need to say it. You should know what they are. And like for instance, I would say Adderall. Like same thing with Adderall. Don't like, that's a drug as well. I'm not gonna say I think about that. I can understand if it's prescription to you, and I understand like people like need it sometimes, depending on like what your like mental health issue is, or like you need it because of like focusing or whatever. And it's like going to be prescribed to you. If you take it like illegally, yeah, no. And I know certain gamers that actually play video games will take it, that compete on a serious level, which is just ridiculous. It's like, oh my lord. Clip right here. Zane, you just fucking choked. Wow, it's a 1v3. And of course I'm host of this lobby, but everybody wants to leave and rage quit because they're... But yeah, that's my thought on, technically I could say, drugs. They're not good for you. Certain ones can be used for you if they're prescribed to you. Don't abuse things, because that's a big thing of why they're really bad for you. And I guess alcohol isn't bad for you. Make sure you're legal in your age. You don't abuse it either. Besides that, yeah, guess what, to the video. It's been Rasp. I see all of you. See you all in the next video. Peace.